Imagine a huge treasure chest lying wide open, filled with gold, oil, and rare minerals. That treasure chest is Africa, and two global powers, China and the West, are racing to claim it. But they're not fighting with bullets. This is a quiet, clever battle about influence, control, and future power. Africa has what the world needs: cobalt for electric cars, oil for energy, gold for banks and technology. It also has 54 countries, over 1.4 billion people, and tons of ports on its massive coastline. Now here's where China steps in. China is investing billions of dollars to build roads, railways, and especially ports all across Africa. They say it's for trade, but many believe these ports could easily become military bases in the future. In 2017, China built its very first overseas military base in a tiny country called Djibouti, right here on the Red Sea. This spot controls one of the busiest trade routes in the world. Whoever controls it controls global shipping. The base has helicopters, warships, tanks, and troops, all set up far from home. Why? Because it gives China a strategic edge. And now, China is eyeing West Africa too, maybe for a second base in Equatorial Guinea. But China isn't just building bases. It's selling drones, guns, and vehicles to African countries. They even fly African soldiers to China for military training. That builds loyalty, trust, and a lot of influence. And while the world watches wars elsewhere, China is winning Africa with friendship, funding, and fast development. The West is nervous. If China gains too much power in Africa, the balance of the world could change. So now, the US and Europe are giving military aid, advice, and trying to keep their own influence alive. But China builds things faster, cheaper, and often with no strings attached. That's why many African governments are leaning toward China. It's like a giant game of chess, but Africa is the board. And even though you may not hear much about it, this quiet battle affects you too. Because what happens in Africa, like a new base or a trade deal, can change prices, politics, and peace around the world. What do you think? Should foreign countries be allowed to build military bases in Africa? Tell us in the comments below. We really want to hear your thoughts. If you found this video eye-opening, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss.